everybody, welcome back to Bourbon Blind, where the guys drink bourbon and tell you what the... That's not gonna do it. Hey, and welcome back to Bourbon Blind, where the guys tell you what they really think about the bourbon they're drinking, without knowing what it is. If you've seen our show before, guys are going to drink the bourbon in their glass. They're going to tell you what they think about it without the hype of the label, and then they're going to give you a price point that they're willing to pay to see that bourbon in their bar. We're going to give them Wheeler's Raids, small batch, rye whiskey, toasted honey. And it is a neck pour, so let's hold on. That's a pretty pop. If you like what you see tonight, go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button. I know we haven't been live lately. I really wish we could. I'm really hoping that happens soon. But if you're looking for a Facebook group, go ahead, head on over to Facebook. There's a bunch of guys and gals over at Bourbon Blind Nation that would love to talk bourbon with you, give you ideas, thoughts, and other great stuff. No drama, just bourbon. Besides that, we're on TikTok, Instagram, and all the rest of that good stuff. If you want to see a bottle on the show, and if I can actually find it, gonna go get the guys. We'll see what they think of Wheeler's Raid. Want to taste? Oh, that's good. It's rye. That's really good. Anyway, let's see if Nick bashes this. Ooh, honey on the end. That's got some nice sweet notes on the end. Anyway, go get the guys.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Bourbon Blind. I'm Kyle.
I'm Nick. I don't know what that was.
It was my talent for the evening. You're welcome.
That's
the end
of the episode. Thanks, guys. That was all the talent we had to offer.
Yep.
It's got some good color to it.
It does.
Nice then.
Nice nose, too. So if you guys aren't aware, the new riff pick had to get moved to September, but the Blanton's pick is slated for the end of July. So here very, very shortly, keep an eye out on Patreon. We're going to select people to go with us. So if you can make it, keep an eye out on Patreon.
Yeah.
So
super excited to get a Blanton's pick.
Who
cool.
isn't, right?
That's pretty awesome.
So last time we were at Buffalo Trace doing a pick, now there's like 200 people in line in the morning every day before they open.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind if you're going to go there. So we were in line and, not trying to cause a fuss or anything, but we're like, ooh, our pick's at 10 a.m. and they don't open the gates until 10 a.m. So, and it was during COVID and they were checking temperatures and everything. So it was a process to get in. So someone from Buffalo Trace is like, hey, anyone doing a barrel pick at 10 a.m., come with me. And we're like, ooh, that's us. And all the people around us were like, what? Where are you going? You get a barrel?
Yeah, we were...
It was awesome.
We were kind of king of the hill that morning.
Right.
People were like, oh my God, they're doing a barrel pick? Holy crap. A whole barrel?
Whole barrel.
Yeah, it was pretty great. The murmurs from the crowd were...
fantastic.
Noticeable.
So, this is dark. Dark chocolate.
Dark
leather,
cherry, clove.
Raspberry, I was going to say. Yeah, cherry. Toasted almonds.
Definitely some, dark, fresh leather.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely got barrel char.
I get toasted almonds.
Raisins.
Yeah. Some plum.
Almost like a prune juicy note.
Yeah.
It's not like, this is prune juice, but
it's probably the plum I was picking up on.
Possibly, yeah.
Same kind of olive branch
down that road.
Man, let's get in here. Yeah. I'm excited.
Good ring.
There's a lot to dissect there.
I am super unsure what's going on right now.
There's so much going on. It started off as a regular bourbon, and then it transitioned into something, and then it's trying to get back on that bourbon path.
The raisin's real strong. What's it called? The thing.
Armagnac?
That.
Yeah. That's super dark.
I'm super it was like that, but also almost had a rye spice.
A little bit. There is some sort of like a little bit of spice in there. But like
It's very staccato.
I'm getting like straight up chocolate. Like somewhere somewhere between milk and dark chocolate.
Like a chocolate covered blackberry.
Yeah.
Dark chocolate covered blackberry.
Yeah. Like
That's been sitting
all of the dark everything.
Yeah, that's been sitting in simple syrup that's been made with brown sugar.
It's just like a black hole of flavor.
It's,
and like not that there's no
lot.
flavor, because there's a lot of flavor.
Right.
Like
it's a lot.
It's like it absorbed everything in the rick house and just concentrated it in your glass.
I would not be shocked if this was finished in something.
Yeah, for sure. Because
I don't know if there's such a thing as Armagnac finished bourbon, but that
absolutely.
I've never seen one.
Right.
I'm not saying they don't exist. I've never personally seen one. But if that's what this is, that would make absolute sense. I'd be like, no, that tracks.
Little dab of do you?
Let that kind of simmer for a minute.
Wow, that's plum and raisins and dark fruit and dark chocolate and
That punch of rye spice is kind of throwing me off.
I only got it
it's
on
like
the first sip.
It's
did I
like
get that rice
bam,
spice.
and then it goes away.
Yeah,
And
but like
then
the
like
more
it
I
kind of
drink it,
sneaks in a little bit later and then goes away.
because like I've definitely drank more than you, and like the
Yeah.
more I drink it, the less that's there. And now it's just straight up dark everything. With the water, everything just kind of muted on the nose.
Relatively strong ethanol on the nose with the water, at least with the quantity.
I didn't get that, but I didn't have hardly any bourbon in there, so yeah, more astringent. More. It didn't do it any favors.
No, but the palate was so powerful without water. I'm not shocked that it's still pretty friggin' powerful
potent.
with water. I'm confused by this, like substantially confused.
Straight up brown sugar in the glass that's been sitting there. Brown sugar, vanilla, toffee,
Like
caramel, toasted caramel.
I don't hate the palate with water. It's so weird to me. Yeah, this one's been sitting has substantially mellowed out as compared to the other one.
So I'm going to say proof is
I'm
around
guessing-
that 100-ish.
I was gonna say 105 to 115, somewhere in that range.
Yeah. 100 to 110. There's a lot of flavor in there.
Yeah, it's
There's zero shortage of flavor.
so for me. There's almost so much going on, and all of them are so strong. It's
Right.
almost off-putting. Like it's hard. It's hard to enjoy when so much just keeps coming and keeps coming and keeps coming.
Right.
That you don't really have time to enjoy the flavors that you're picking up because they're coming at you so fast.
You know what the solution for that is, right? Drink more. The more you drink, the less accurate your tongue is.
But like
You're welcome.
the sweetness on it is
It's for real.
almost feels artificial in like its strength. You know what I mean? Like
So-
an artificial sweetener, way sweeter than regular sugar.
Right?
That's what I mean. I don't mean that it tastes like it's been sweetened artificially.
It tastes like it's too sweet for a straight bourbon.
Right.
Like, it was finished in something, like you said, Armagnac, cognac, maybe a red wine or something. Like,
But see, I don't think it would be, it doesn't come across red winey to me.
but I have been surprised before.
I could see a cognac or an Armagnac for sure as the
Something
finish.
sweet. Anyway, I like this. I like it a lot.
I like it. I don't love it. It just I like complex bourbons. We've had a number of them on the show, and I've thoroughly enjoyed them. Like the complexity it's a lot of fun to pick apart. But this, for me, because it doesn't seem like the flavors blend well.
Right.
They're all very
There's
segregated.
Synergy.
And it's very staccato. It's like this flavor and this flavor and this flavor, and there's no blend between them. It doesn't fade from one to the next. It's very just like boom, 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 boom.
So price tag?
I'm having a hard time with it.
I'm in this $80 to $100 easy.
I'm not.
if not more.
I'm like 50-55. Right? Like it's good,
Well,
but it's too much.
let's see how good the label is.
All right. That explains the rye.
You called the sweet.
Yeah. This is
So-
Wheeler's Raid Toasted Honey Rye, 5 year, 6 month, 115 proof. I fucking nailed the proof.
There you did. On the high end.
Hey.
Wow.
I was closer than you.
Like I said, I really dig that. Nick is not a traditional rye guy, so like I was wondering before, like when you picked up on that rye spice,
Yeah.
if that like just jarred your whole,
It did.
it like just
because-
swayed your whole mindset. You're like,
Well, that rye was so strong for me that like it really jumped out like 2 to 3 different times in the process of one sip. But Wheeler's Raid does some really awesome stuff.
they do some really, really cool stuff.
Their
So,
bottled and bond is
fantastic.
premium.
They're right out of Nolensville, Tennessee. It's right by Barrels and Brews.
It's like an hour and 15 minutes from us.
Yeah.
They're not far away.
I've hung out with the dudes up there on a couple of times, and super cool guys at the distillery.
for sure.
They are not hiding anything of what they do. They buy everything they're sourced from MGP. So they're buying, at the time, they were buying new make, 2-year and 4-year product. So obviously the 2-year and the 4-year was already barreled. The new make, they were having put into new Tennessee barrels. New barrels sourced in here, and they were bottling or barreling it here. They're going to age it here, just so they can kind of get an idea of like, do they like aging here better, or do they like it aged in MGP better? So they're doing some really cool stuff. They have a lot of finishes, not overly done, right? Like
Yeah.
they're very much into their rye, their bourbon, their whiskey, and then they also offer finished stuff. So I mean, it's not gimmicky or anything like that. Like they do a really, really good job.
Even their entry level offering, they're just like regular kind of their bottom shelf, if you will. Standard whiskey or bourbon is good. Like I have
So-
nothing against it.
What's funny is Nick and I, before Aaron came out, we were actually looking at this and like, man, I really want to taste that. And like,
No, we were intrigued by it. I was like,
yeah,
it was a roller coaster for me.
Yeah. like
I'm
you said,
not,
there's a lot going on in
yeah,
there.
I'm not disappointed that we tried it. That would honestly probably be a bottle I would keep on the shelf because it's so unique.
Right.
You know, like I would drink it next to never, realistically, but like having friends over and be like,
Sharing it. And,
gotta try this, gotta try this.
damn, that's good.
So,
And
what do you?
neither one of us, I think it was $60, $70.
Okay, that's not unreasonable for
No.
finished.
No, not at all. Now that I know it's honey finished, I kind of pick up on that honey.
Right.
But neither one of us picked up on the honey finish.
Right.
We knew that it was sweet, but
The honey wasn't like bam.
that just goes to show you, like, they didn't overdo it. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, and whether it is just straight whiskey in a barrel or especially something being finished in a barrel, a lot of distilleries have a really hard time getting a grasp on it in the beginning because it can go from, okay, this is where it's at, this is where it's going, man, this is really good, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, it happens just that fast, and like, once you're at that point, there's no going back.
No, you can't unage.
So like, there is an absolute art on knowing when to pull
it.
something,
Right.
and just being like, cool, it's good, it's call it done, bottle it, ship it.
So this is the one that had the water in it. Mm-hmm. It's been sitting for a little bit now.
Okay.
Give that a nose. That has changed substantially.
That's a lot lighter.
A lot lighter.
Like light brown
I haven't
sugar.
tasted it, but the nose on that, which again, if you're adding water, it's good to let it sit and kind of do its christianmingle.com thing.
Ideally, at least like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Just let it do its thing.
Yeah, the ethanol is way less pungent. It's really toned down. Some of that sweetness is coming through.
So yeah, Wheeler's Raid, awesome job to you guys. Keep up the great work. This came out absolutely amazing. Anyway, like I said, be sure to check them out. They're doing some awesome stuff. Until Friday, noon central next week, cheers. Drink blind.
Drink whatever you want.